Hello YouTube! Dwarf Fortress in a different room. Isn't that exciting? No? Okay, fair enough. I didn't think it was that exciting myself, but you know, trying to build up some hype, trying to get the stream going, getting everyone in an excited mood, but probably a little bit counterproductive to be honest. Makes me seem like a false news, fake news outlet. Anyway, enough of that tomfoolery. Let's get on with actually looking at the fortress. So, last time we had an incursion, if I remember correctly, from some form of child weir creature. Weir ox, weir bison, something of that nature. Hello Clay Cree, welcome back. And we dispatched them fairly straightforwardly. We lost one person, they were beaten down and destroyed, but everyone else survived and no one got bitten, which is good. We don't want people getting bitten. The current population of the fort is 78 adults, 6 children and 4 vulnerable babies. And as such, we're looking pretty healthy, I think. This first floor is probably going to start being turned into just barracks. We've got one barracks here and we've got one stockpile just there on the left with some mechanisms and some trading trap components. But to be honest, this is going to be supplanted fairly soon because the dormitory here is going to be taken downstairs into a layer of normal bedrooms, which we haven't built yet, but I may well put on this floor because we have got the king's bedroom. It does need a bit more furniture to bring it up to standard, but I think we're doing okay. Let's have a look. It's currently opulent. An opulent throne room, a grand dining room, and the mausoleum is just a mausoleum. It needs to be a royal grade mausoleum, which I'm assuming is just a factor of furniture, right? We put more furniture in, it's all good. Hello, Virtual Spaceman. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Good luck on the fort. Your dulcet tones will lull me to sleep. Well, I'll do my best. I'll try my best not to have any sudden loud outbursts and to jar you awake, but who knows what will happen. It is half term here, so the kids are off school. They're downstairs playing with their cousin at the moment, so they are distracted, but there is a significant chance they will charge in and cause a bit of bedlam, maybe even some chaos. Now, if I'm correct in remembering, this room here is a farmer's guild hall. It's looking very boring, very empty at the moment, but I believe it's adequate for the needs of our farming community, which is good. It's what we want. The 2 rooms at the bottom here, there are offices, one for a broker, one for the mayor, expedition leader, manager, broker, 2 of the useful nobles. Let's go down here. This is our industrial zone. There we go. We've got magma furnaces and such on the left there in that large room, working off of this little network of magma tunnels. And then on the right hand side at the top here, we've got all of our regular building blocks of industry. The far right one here, this is mainly some textile stuff that I put down in a panic when a guy couldn't find the place he needed to go for his mood, but it turns out that wasn't what we needed anyway, so we will be removing these and creating an actual separate textile area, but for now they can sit there. What have we got? Got 2 masons, 2 crafts dwarfs, mechanic, a jeweler and a carpenter. The carpenter should currently just be churning out bins, beds and balls, which they are. That's good. What's this guy up to? Doors, coffins, thrones and tables. Sure. Weapon racks, cabinets, armour stands, coffers. We can generally see what they're making here in these stockpiles. I do like the idea of having stockpiles for just one thing. It gives you a kind of nice, easy to read visual indicator of what stocks you've got. And it's something I've only just started doing very recently. Used to be the case that I just slap a stockpile down and let the dwarves whack whatever they want in there, but now we're getting a little bit more precise, a little bit more fastidious, if you will. This is our ore stockpile, which you can see is mostly copper, and this here is our bar stockpile for metals, which I'd imagine has quite a bit of iron and steel in, because we've been duping them using sort of what I would call cheating tactics, which, you know, I'm okay with, and if you're not okay with that, then oh well, that's a tragedy. Down we go. This is our graveyard. Probably going to end up being pretty inadequate size-wise, but at the moment there's only I think 1 dead person in the fortress, maybe 2. Let's check those numbers. 6, but only one of those is actually a dwarf. Faulkner 1984, got named after a chat denizen and then almost immediately died. Other than that, we have an echidna, a cow moose, a skunk, a bull moose and another cow moose, which is exciting. No? Not exciting? No, I didn't think so. Others, Not very exciting there. A couple of trader dwarves knocking around. We've got some pets. Meh, don't like pets. What a waste of time. And citizens-wise, we've got 88. It's looking all right. It's looking all right. Okay, where were we? Looking at the graveyard. Let's go down a few floors. I've dug this room out. Hospital? I'm guessing it's a hospital. Let's put some beds in there just to cement that idea in my mind. I'm going to pop some beds there. How many beds have we got? That's the question. We're going to need some traction benches. That's going to be important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I'm going to do 5 beds either side. So if every single member of a fully stocked military squad gets hurt, we'll have somewhere for them to come and lie down. Wouldn't that be nice? Be lovely for them. We also need tables, right, and cabinets. So let's, BF. There's a cabinet. I'm going to place a cabinet there, a cabinet there, and a cabinet there. Let's place some chests, which is H. Container, very nice, doing it correctly. Diorite coffer, sure. Marble coffer, lovely. Another quartzite coffer, there we go. What else do they want in here? They'll want a traction bench at some point. Hello, Burnblat. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I appear to have slumped. There we go. Slightly less slumpy now. We'll come back to this. I'll designate the zone for the hospital as well while we're here, seeing as I can. Otherwise, I'm going to forget that it's meant to be a hospital and we'll all be sitting here scratching our heads down the line. Well, you won't be. You guys will remember what it's supposed to be, but I won't. Thread, no. Cloth, bed, 0. Tables, 10. 10 tables? How is that? Boxes and bags, 3. Traction benches, 0. Alright, we'll come back to this. We'll let them place stuff, because obviously there's supposed to be beds going in. These are beds, right? They're all fucking tables. The B key isn't even close to the T key. How is this working? Okay, let's so every bed's got a table. Lovely. There we go. Look at this. Actual beds going in. Not tables that I mysteriously thought were beds. Strange, but there you go. Okay. We've run out of beds. It's okay though. It's okay though. No need to panic. Let's go down a floor. Here's our food zone. Food stockpile's not looking too bad. Probably could be better, but once the farms really kick in, we'll be alright. We still haven't set the... Or have we? We have set a nesting zone, but I don't think we've set the nest boxes to be used properly, and I forget how that's done. So, you know, as is traditional for the fort, we will ignore that for now. Dining hall does need more beds. Beds. This could be where the problem is. It needs more tables and chairs, so we'll get that sorted. So strange, says Diana Sarkscult. I look at this resting room for wounded and can only think about how modern approach to hospitals should improve it. Modern approaches to hospitals. This is Dwarf Fortress. This is positively medieval. Yes, Rando, indeed. A cheeky daytime stream. Feeling okay. I'm not too bad. To be honest, streaming kind of takes my mind off everything and makes me feel a bit better, so it's not too bad. But I have still got like an infection going on the gland down here, and the dentist wasn't really sort of forthcoming about resolving it. I've got to go back. I've got some gum issues. But apparently no need to pull the teeth out yet unless the pain becomes severe and unbearable, in which case it's a hospital job, but that's okay. Anyway, where were we? Looking at the dining room, that looks like we've done everything there. Let's come back up to the surface, use our hotkeys. Using our hotkeys, good. We traded with these lads, didn't we, at the end of last stream? So let's unpause and let them get out of here when they want to. Now, what do we need to do? What is the next level of development for the fortress? We've only got 9 or 10 idlers knocking around, which indicates that we've got a fairly high amount of jobs that need doing. And I'm assuming there's going to be a shitload of hauling involved. People are trotting outside like crazy. What are you up to out here, lads? You off to the river to do some fishing, are you? I feel like we want to bring food production indoors because, well, outdoors is dangerous. And, you know, if we spend too long with our dwarves traipsing in and out, we're going to end up with a sea of vomit in the gateway. And I don't really want a sea of vomit in the gateway. I mean, much as it sounds like a fantastic album title, I don't think it's going to be productive for our fortress. Okay, military's probably a good idea. They don't seem to be training particularly. We've got a few lads in there. What are you doing? Actually doing an individual combat drill, individual combat drill, individual combat drill. How do we get them to train properly rather than just training individually? Seems a bit counterproductive to have them in there when you've got a full squad just buggering about doing their own thing. Is that a death metal title? Yes, I think so. I think it would certainly qualify as a death metal title, although maybe even a bit tame. A bit tame for a death metal title. Ooh, I discovered another YouTube channel. I'm going to look it up on my phone just to recommend it quickly. It's about horror films, and I watched like an hour-and-a-half long documentary about the Hellraiser series, followed by a 45-minute one about the Child's Play series. Really worth a recommend if you're into horror movies. They are called In Praise of Shadows. Well worth a peek if you like it. They do some fantastic essays on their channel, so there's today's recommendation for you. Go back to watching my own stream there. Good stuff. You've got to chug those antibiotics or inject them in the taint. I mean, that sounds... I mean, realistically, they're working up here, so I feel like injecting myself in possibly the furthest part of my torso away from where the actual infection is may not be productive. I feel like, if anything, I want to inject them into the neck, although I think tablets is probably going to be the best bet. I'm just going to turn this monitor here so I can read chat better. There we go. Good thing these dwarves would be extremely malleable to antibiotics, as in not resistant to them at all. Oh, I imagine they wouldn't. No, maybe I imagine penicillin has yet to be discovered in the world of Dwarf Fortress. Hello, Orchimedes. Welcome back to the stream. How's it going? Sorry, got distracted there. Let's get back into the stream. What are we doing? Now, traps are important. We want some traps in the entryway. We've already got a little thin line of traps, but that's not good enough. We want more. We've got a guild hall. That's good. Didn't they order a craftsdwarf guild hall as well? Where is that? Oh, I think the plan was to make this room the guild hall, wasn't it? Let's have a little look. No, that's items. L. Here we go. So we've got the Coastal Flax, the Guild of Finns, that's a Farmer's Guild Hall, and we've got the Craftsdorf Guild Hall. How do I go there? Can I visit it? View it? See it? Presumably it's on this floor? No? Okay, the guild halls are all spread out. Oh, hang on. No, it's down here. Look, it's this little fella down here. That's the guild hall for the craftsdwarves. Fine, no problem. Okay. Streamlining our production. Is there anything that we need to start making that we haven't started yet? The only thing we're producing with our craftsdwarf workshops at the moment is goblets. And to be honest, I mean, once we've got a fair supply for our dwarves to use, we don't really need that much more in terms of gobletry. So maybe I should be looking to do something else with that. Maybe I should be looking to get some more production going. You know what, if we don't need it yet, let's not make it. Let's not start making it. Let's think about metal, because what we do need is a nice big stockpile of metal. Stocks, bars, what have we got? 125 iron bars, some silver bars, a lot of copper. We want to start getting rid of that copper. Zinc bars, steel bars, 26 steel bars. Okay, the amount of steel is going up, so the duping is working. Of course, we're using silver spikes for the duping this time round, rather than chain leggings. I would kind of like to maybe start getting some armour together for our military, so perhaps... No, we need bigger steel stockpiles. We need bigger steel stockpiles before we can really get into that. Dog on a chain equals traps, says Soliville. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Soul Evil? Soliville? I'm thinking Soul Evil, now I see it. It's not too painful, Orchimedes. I didn't get any drilling done. The dentist seemed to think it was mainly a gum thing from after quitting smoking, so we'll give that a try. I have got another appointment coming up next month, so it's only a few weeks away, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Dog on a chain prevents sneak-ins, says Caramon. Well, I have heard that before, so let's give it a crack, shall we? Let's get some dogs on chains on the gateways. So, B should have some chains knocking around, or at least some what's names, you know, cloth chains? Oh shit, what are they called? Twisted ropes. That's what we're looking for. Cloth chains, fuck's sake. It's a restraint, isn't it? Where's a restraint? Oh, I see there's been a follow. Bear with me 1 second. I'll thank you properly in a second once I've found restraints V. There we go. And I think what we want to do is pop them just in front of the traps and just behind the trade depot, because I feel like they're probably going to block stuff. So cave spider silk rope. Do another one this side. Bang. This one, we've got another cave spider silk rope. Of course we have. There we go. Those can go on. And if we have dogs, do we have dogs? You've got a dog at least. We've got 2 dogs. It's all good. We can pop the dogs on there and it'll be great. I want to get some cages made as well. So JMQ, CAGE, and we'll make them out of wood because why not? And how many do I want? I want twice as many as I have traps, so that one can be emptied and put away and then reloaded. I want a block of 3x3, so that's 18 cages. Let's call that a nice round 20. Just have an extra spare. There we go. So let's make 20 wooden cages and put down some cage traps. I think we've only got 2 cages at the moment, so we can only probably put 2 down. That should be fine. BT Cage Trap. There we go. That can go behind our little spiky traps there. Okay. And again. And again. And again. Okay. And then that should be... Apparently you don't need a cage to make a cage trap, which seems weird, but okay. Have I got mechanisms on standing order? That would probably be a good thing to do if I haven't. Mechanics workshop. Ah, shit. Add a new task. Make mechanisms. Alt W. Yeah. Add orders. Keep 5 to 10 in stock. Sure, that seems like it would do for now. We'll keep that going. And then, oh sorry, who followed? Soul Evil. Thank you very much for following. Much appreciated. And if I've got your name wrong, never mind. Make sure you put the dogs close enough to mate. Ooh, I think they can, right? I think they can. The 2 space, like a space in the middle's enough. They can meet in the middle and have a little bit of doggy style, I presume. Caramong says V after dog on the chain prevents sneaking. Thank you. Soul Evil. Okay, I'll remember that. Soul Evil. Virtual Spaceman says, yep, that usually works well. I'm assuming that's the spacing of my canines. Every time I hear Zinc Bar, I think of a Jew who ran our practice lab in uni. Zinkbau. Ooh, interesting. I mean, interesting name. Maybe his name has something to do with zinc. When was zinc discovered? Is it, I mean, could be, maybe zinc was discovered by someone with that surname. It's entirely possible. Then again, maybe not. I think there's a severe drop-off in elements being named after the people who discovered them after a certain point, isn't there? Because like they end up being named after the institutions and things and the places they were discovered, right? Or am I wrong? I'm not sure. Make sure you put the dogs... Oh, as we've done that. And Dragonfire's here. Hello, Dragonfire. Morning, Scoundrel. Apologies if you've covered this already, but how did everything go with the tooth? Not so bad. I've got to go back. The dentist reckons it's more of a gum thing than a tooth thing. Apparently this one's not cracked all the way through like I thought it was. And the reason it feels so bad is where I've quit smoking, I'm feeling everything more in my mouth. So I'm going to go back next month. And we'll see what happens. Might need to have an appointment booked at the hospital to have these teeth dealt with, but he says for now we'll see if it's just the gums, and hopefully they'll be able to save them, which would be nice, wouldn't it? Be lovely. I'd like that. Save the teeth, just like those koalas. Right, where were we? Something's happened. We've been moved up to the top. I'm guessing this is going to be a migration wave, right? Of course it is. Of course it is. Okay, so let's let those boys get on board, and then we'll go and look at Dwarf Therapist and see what's going on. We'll see how our population has fared. Fared? Changed? Increased. That's probably the word I'm looking for. Increased. The chains have been placed, so let's assign an animal to the chain. I think what we'll do is a dog, because that was what it was. Oh. Well, shit. Apparently we have no available dogs to assign to those chains, so the chains will just have to stay there for now as reminders of my hubris. That'll be good, won't it? Let's have a quick pause, because I don't want the fortress going on for too long in the background, and we'll head over to Dwarf Therapist to take a peek at what's going on. So, how have we got here? I need to refresh. We had 78 adults. We now have 87 adults, 6 children, and 5 vulnerable babies. Excuse me. We also have, if I take a quick look at who's got a nickname, 20 dwarves with nicknames from chat and 78 without a nickname. So if you're not one of these people, Orchimedes, Burnblatt, Buttermut Squash, Diana Sark's Cult, Dragonfire UT, Dragon Slayer, Erin, I'm guessing, Fuzzy Logic, Clay Cree, Macho, NATO, Chrisjum, Ocelot, Panzerbeard, Plutonium Jesus, Rando 303, Salford Sal, Shazoo, Spaceship Rat, Tidy, or Tiroj, now is a good time to mention the fact that you would like a dwarf named after you, if that is the case. I see the chat moving, so that's good. Let's sort by migration wave quickly, just to get an idea of our new arrivals. 9 of them, not too bad. Any big numbers? Ooh, we've got a stonecrafter who's not too bad. We've got a surgeon who's not too bad. Adept, in fact, would be the level. A talented bone doctor and a talented wound dresser. I always thought that talent was like an innate quality that made you apt or able to do something. So how you could actually become talented and then progress beyond talented, I don't know. But hey, maybe I'm just arguing silly semantics. Butchery, level 6 butcher, so far not so exciting. Okay, so they're fairly bland in terms of regular skills. Let's go to the military skills, see what we've got. We've got 1 level of hammerman, and that's it, no kills. Okay, very, very boring, very boring. Let's take a look at chat and see if anyone's requested a dwarf. R.I.P. Dog Traps, says Soul Evil. Dear me. Not necessarily. Dogs may turn up. We may be able to buy some dogs in a trade. We'll see what happens. It's not the end of the world. Rando 303, you are still alive. Yes, it's unusual for you to live this long, but we haven't done any real risky mining yet, so the conditions are right for a fairly long-lived Rando 303. It'll be a while before we get to Rando 304, I think. We've already tapped the volcano, so that's not a danger. We're not planning on digging any serious pit traps, so that's not really a danger. Although, who knows, maybe we'll find the cavern and you'll plummet to your doom there. Fingers crossed it doesn't happen, but it might. It might. Soul Evil says, give me a dwarf, my bro. Would prefer an engraver, but doesn't matter much. No problem. Furryman, I don't know if you were in this fortress yet, but if you were in this fortress, then no, you have died. Let's look for an engraver. I'll sort by nickname again. Just quickly check to see if Furryman's in here. I don't think you've been in this fortress yet, Ferryman, because the only person we've had die was somebody else who I'll look up in a minute, but I don't think that's... I think the last fortress may have been where you turned up. So, stone crafter, did you say? Or is it a stone engraver? Engraver, very different, very different. Stone detailing, here we go. Currently, our best unnamed stone detailer here is Raoul, who is now going to be Soul Evil. I'm going to put a space in there, just for the sake of clarity. There we go. Commit. Excellent. You want one, Ferryman? I mean, I'll give you a rando for now. Not a literal rando. Rando's in chat. I mean a random dwarf. But, you know, if you've got a preference, do let me know. Did you have a preference before? I can't exactly remember what you said. Hello, what's this? Diana has modified some of the chat icons. Oh, sunglasses and goggles and a quick little thumb to the chin. Very nice. Okay, we'll go for a random one. I'll close my eyes quickly, do a little up and downy, up and downy. Oh, hang on, was that a miner? Okay, that's easy enough. Let's sort by mining skill. We have one miner who isn't named yet. He's competent, so we'll give him a good old name. Furryman. F-U-R-Y-M-A-N. Bang, you're in. Commit. Lovely. Okay, it looks like that's 3 when coupled with your name. :3. Furryman :3. Diana, I'm not sure I know that one, and maybe your medical background gives you some kind of deeper understanding of puns and such, but we'll see. We'll see. Now we need a good siege so my dwarf can engrave the battle. Or let's step by step, Soul. Step by step. Let's not get too excited for sieges. We're not ready for one yet. Not by a long shot. Back to the fortress. And as we don't have any dogs to make these doggo traps, we'll have to think of other things. The bedroom level is really a priority, isn't it? Because looking at this dormitory, it's totally inadequate. We've got 87 dwarves and barely enough beds in one room for them. It's time to start thinking about sleeping spaces. Let's put the sleeping spaces here, between the hospital and the graveyard. There's the hospital, there's the graveyard. Hospital could probably do with another bed, couldn't it? Or two, in fact, 2 more beds. Let's pop those in. There we go. We also need some chains made so we can make traction benches. So I'll probably make them out of copper. Let's have 8 chains made out of copper, because we do have to use that copper up. We'll make some bins out of it as well, because that's quite useful. The wood can be saved for beds, and then we can make copper bins for storage. That'll be good. Okay, where was I? Floor between the hospital and the graveyard. Interesting that we have death, sleep, illness. It kind of makes more sense to have sleep, illness, death. It's sort of like a gradient going from one end of the consciousness spectrum to the other, but hey, maybe I'm just being silly. First of all, we're going to dig out a nice big long tunnel. Bom 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 bom. Then we're going to make our little template bedroom. Now, okay, before I do this, let me just say, there's no need to comment about how big I make my dwarven bedrooms, okay? I just like giving the dwarves big bedrooms. We've got tons of space. Why give them dinky little rooms? The maximum we're going to get is 200 odd dwarves in here, right? So, I mean, it barely makes any sense to give them these dinky rooms. Why bother? If every dwarf can have a lovely room, it's going to be great for them. So, there we go. I'm going to use the GUI, or GUI stamper, as I like to say. Pop that there, and then bosh, 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 4, 5. That's 5 bedrooms. Let's do the stamper again. And then now we can do 5 at a time. So clever, so smart. I mean, my IQ must be at least 1 billion. Not that they go that high. Maybe they do, I don't know. I think you'd have to perform exceedingly well to actually manage to get 1 billion IQ, though. That's 10. 15 bedrooms. Let's flip these over. There we go. 10, 15. So when we've done this, we should have 30. There's 30 bedrooms. Nowhere near enough yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Everybody relax. Everybody calm the fuck down. Is there enough space to put another 5 on the end? There is. 35. 40. Ah, lovely. So, the next thing we do is... Oh, S for set brush. Oh, I don't have to keep coming in and out. Nice. So now we have a template of 40 bedrooms. So we do that. And then we can say, I would like load there. So that's 80. And then if we put one there, that's... fuck it, I'll do 2 so I know what number it is. It's 160. There we go. Oh, God, this is a bit eye-watering, isn't it? That pattern, a bit too repeaty for my taste, but okay. We'll live with it. Then what we want to do is 160 is not really enough. We want to make enough bedrooms so that everybody can have one. So let's... I mean, I could just duplicate that, flip it, and do it on the other side. Although that is going to interfere with the graveyard. Big thing full of magma. Volcano. That's what we want. So 160 plus 30 is 190. Plus 30 is 220, which should be good enough for our fort. But let's put one more load in just so we might have some empty bedrooms to play with if we need to. Let's connect these up with actual thingies. There we go. Corridors, that's the word I'm looking for. Good, thank you, scoundrel. Well done for prompting yourself. Down we go. That's good. Then we just need to fill in some spaces here. Not like that. Come on, scoundrel. Not like that. There we go. I might, in order to get some better pathing, do this on the other side as well, but maybe it's not necessary. Maybe, he says. Still going to do it, even if it's not. Let's... there we go. 2, 3. Boff, 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 boff. That'll do, and then put one there, That should do. Oh, no, wait a minute. Hang on a second. They're not even connected. Let's just get frisky and use the mouse to do some diggerinos. There we go. Oh, horribly off, horribly skew whiff, but we did it anyway. It's all good. Oh, stop going to the right like that. What is wrong with you, scoundrel? You can't even use a mouse. You're some kind of useless, terrible idiot. Wow, that was a weird phrase. Useless, terrible idiot. There we go. Let's get our miners down there. Hopefully they'll be digging this out super fast. We are going to need a shit ton of doors. Actually, I've just realised we could go down here as well. There we go. That's there. Do that. That there. Bongo. Bango. Lovely. I don't know why I went up the surface. That's annoying, to be honest. Stupid hotkeys. There we go. You guys going to dig this out nice and fast? I hope so. Ah, thank you very much for the follow, Caramon. Much appreciated. Let's have a little look what we got going on in chat. Soul Evil says, sieges are always my favourite part. Oh, interesting. So much fun. It's a smiley face, :3. It's supposed to be flirty. Furries being flirty are scary. That's it's true. They can be scary. I mean, although then again, maybe not. I mean, I think I could run away from someone in a furry suit quite easily. I think the furry suit itself is a bit of a hindrance if they're getting a little bit too aggressively flirty, shall we say. So, you know, I feel safer around furries, even if they are dangerous people. Not that I'm saying furries are dangerous people. I'm saying even if a dangerous person is being a furry around me, then they're not as worrying as they would be if they weren't in the furry suit. Would a naked dangerous person be scarier than a furry suited dangerous person, he asks himself? Yes, I think so. I think so, definitely. More disconcerting. Anyway, where were we? Be sure to smooth every bedroom as well for maximum opulence. Smooth every bedroom. Yep, Stamper. It's a lifesaver. I love it. Old Cupo showed me that one. Check out Cupo's streams if you want to see gorgeous forts. He does some really good looking stuff. I think you should put them in the square pattern to save space and travel time. This is a DF hack thing, Soul Evil. So, I mean, I didn't know it until recently, and I've been playing for about 10 years as well. So, truly exciting stuff. Diana says, 1 billion IQ in Yog Sothoth voice. You've got to pump up those numbers. Those are rookie numbers. Yes, they are. Yog Sothoth would have a much higher IQ than me. And a number so high that a human could not possibly conceive of it. I use the mouse like a console peasant. To be fair, I've got a very rough and ready setup at the moment, and my I'm on an ironing board as a table. And so, yeah. Have a look. Hang on. Someone just shout for me? I don't think so. If we just turn the camera here for a bit, you can see there's my setup on top of the chest of drawers at the end of my bed, and here's the ironing board with the mouse and everything sitting on it. So it's not exactly what you would call a pro setup. It's nowhere near a pro setup. What of the verticality? Oh, the horror. Good point, Rando. I have kind of forgone the verticality of my previous fortresses. However, the last time we did that and went without going full vertical, we didn't get too bad a frame rate, so maybe it's okay. Pro gamer setup, pro strats, so you can iron your enemies. That's right, I'm going to flatten them. Absolutely flatten them. It is ghetto, but, you know, sometimes needs must, and you have to go ghetto. Otherwise, you're not going to get anything done. I decided to spend all the money I had on a computer to stream, rather than getting a new house with a room that I can actually put my PC in permanently. So I keep my PC at the end of the bed, and normally when I stream, I take it downstairs, put it in the front room, and stream in the middle of the night so the kids aren't awake. But, you know, it seems to be alright up here for now. They've got their little cousin visiting at the moment downstairs, so they're distracted. No doubt once she's gone, there'll be some kind of incursion. But we'll deal with that when the time comes. When the time comes. Okay, we can ignore these lads for now, I think. We'll let them dig and come back to it later on. Nothing to catch in the eastern swamps. Okay, sure. That's cool. I think now also might be a good time to start thinking about our textiles zone. And to be honest, seeing as we've already got these little lads placed, what have we got? We've got a leatherworks, a clothier's shop, and a loom. Maybe we could just stick it in here? Maybe I'll put the stockpiles for leather and cloth down here, and then we'll have our clothing stockpiles up here, right? Does that sound good? I think that sounds doable. Let's do it. Let's not be all fussy about layout. Let's just get things done. So we want a cloth stockpile, which is going to go here. Yeah? About halfway down. There we go. And then next to it, we'll put a leather stockpile. Bingo. Whoops, a daisy. There we go. And I'm just going to check the settings on these, just in case I'm telling it to put something weird in there as well. Threads. Yep. Metals. No. I don't want any of that shit going in there. We want to save it. Just, well, not that we have any adamantine yet, but let's prepare ourselves for that. Excuse me. Other than that, that's fine. Threads and cloths, all good. Or maybe I should... No, it's fine, it's fine. Threads and cloth can stay in the same stockpile. It'll be absolutely fine. Down here, we've got leather, which has... all sorts of leather. That's fine, that's fine. We can get all that stuff down from the trade depot. There it is. We can see those bins heading down there now. What else have I purchased here? Is that a musical instrument? I don't think that was actually purchased, was it? That was just dropped when that load of guys got attacked by the weir creature. Oh, we're down to 0 idlers. Very fancy. And I've just noticed a miner toddling off down here. Where are you going? What's the idea? Going to the river. Okay, yeah, I think we need to find ourselves some caverns and get a well installed. Because at the moment, we're really... we're not doing well for water. Having to go outside is a big problem during a siege. So maybe I should start digging out a cistern? Cisterns are doing it for themselves. Things seem to have slowed down on the bedroom floor. That's okay though, we'll let this carry on for a bit. This is a fairly long-term project, it would seem. And we've got quite a few miners, so once they're all down there doing the work, the bit should carry on quite quickly. Is this the... Oh no, this is not what I want. Let's have a look at the settings for the stockpile. Animals? Furniture, siege ammo? What? Oh, what the hell? Forbid. Oh, not forbid. Disable? There we go, that's what we want. Furniture, siege ammo. What have I told it to put in here? Mechanisms. Okay, that's fine. Have a mechanism stockpile there. And also... Why are they putting... Oh, cages. They thought it was an animal stockpile. That makes sense. Now, this one is... Is this auto trade? It's not auto trade. What have I told it to put in here then? Weapons and trap components. Yes. Spiked balls. Okay, this is our spiked ball thing. So we'll put it on auto trade. There we go. That's all good. And then actually I want another stockpile for spikes and... Or do I? No, not yet. Not yet. Let's leave that for now. Maybe you're out of alcohol if they need water. That's a good point, Caramon. We'll have a look. Kitchen. Drinks. Whoops, a daisy. Yep. Yep, we're doing very poorly. Let's stop them cooking booze for a start. I don't think our fruit gathering zones are doing as well as they could. So, actually, have I made plump helmets non-brewable? That would be an error, wouldn't it? Plump helmets, down to the P zone. Plump helmets. No, you can brew with them. Shall I say don't cook with them? No, that's insane. Look at the amount we've got. We're producing plump helmets very effectively. We can cook and brew with them for now. We're not going to have to panic. Don't worry, everybody. It's going to be fine. It's going to be absolutely fine. Okay, can we put some more cage traps down? I'm presuming we've got some mechanisms. I do need a proper animal stockpile, don't I? Let's come down a floor or two and see where we can find. What have we got here? Off the hospital area? Nah. Let's order a traction bench up. There we go, traction bench. Could you give me 5 traction benches? Is that even possible? Is that a doable thing? And we need to look at some infrastructure for getting water into the fortress. I think what we will do is we will go down to the food floor. Yeah. Food floor. And we go down one level. Okay. Okay, let me just get my cursor in the right place. Ah, yes, here. Here's a good place. So, here's what I'm going to do. That's the goblet. Oh, that's fine, it's fine. Okay, here. Do this, okay. Bang. And here, we're going to put a room where our well is going to be. Has that actually got a central square? Ish. This is way too big, but that's fine, that's fine. So I want to be on that corner. Actually, I can just do it like this, can't I? There won't be a... Huh? Not like that. Like that, there we go. And then we come down to this corner, go down a floor, bang, question mark, toggle standard marking. What the fuck is going on here? Stop it. There we go. That's what we want. And then we should be able to dig out over here. This may not work how I'm intending it to, but we'll give it a crack. We'll see what happens. Do a 3-wide tunnel all the way over here. And then if we go up to the surface... we want to be a little bit further out. Let's go down. No, down! There we go. Back to digging. I don't think I didn't see you there, little dwarf fortress. Don't think I didn't see what you were doing there. Back up to the surface. Oh, look at that. We found actually not too bad an area to do it in. Pretty good. Okay. And then we want to do I, up downstairs. Up. That to there, which should mean, yep, okay. And then all we need to do is channel across to the river once it's done, and we'll have a nice little area to put our well in. Won't that be lovely? Won't that be bloody lovely? Absolutely fucking wonderful. My one-room flat forced me to have a narrow corridor in between everything, literally 6 steps from the window, and you're at the door. Intriguing. So almost dwarf fortressian in its layout. At least it's mine. That is true. It's nice to have your own place. Yeah, at least you don't have to worry about pathfinding, Diana. You don't have to dedicate any of your important neural cycles to that kind of nonsense. You can just get places really quickly. Build a trap, build a cage trap, bung that cage trap here. Oh, this is my... everybody who's a friend of the stream, who's been watching for a while will know, this is my favourite Simon Swerward Dwarf Fortress track. Anyway, where were we? Let's go and look for another place to put ourselves an animal stockpile. Oh, Jesus, I really shouldn't have done these in one go, should I? Never mind, it's fine. It's fine. Stop worrying. Everybody stop panicking. Oh, I've got a starving rabbit. Oh, that would really matter if I cared. Actually, I think maybe I should be putting the priority on this a little higher than the bedrooms, just so we end up with it done and water in the fortress. Not having anywhere to sleep is bad, but not having anything to drink during a siege is worse. Go. Do I want to make this even? Let's get the exterior stuff done quicker so we don't have to be outside for it. Go all the way along here. Oops, a daisy. There we go. And then after I make this priority number 1, all the way up. Bosh. Resume. And that should yield miners running out of the doorway as soon as possible. Okay. Got 25 idlers. You know what? I'm going to start thinking about smoothing and engraving a little bit more quickly. Let's get... Where are we smoothing and engraving first? You know what? The entry hallway might not be a bad place to start. Actually, maybe the bedrooms. Maybe we should just get the bedrooms smoothed as quick as possible. It's a lot of smoothing and engraving again, though, isn't it? Dining hall's probably better, right? No, we've already got the tables and chairs in. This guild hall. Why not give the guild hall a lovely big smooth? Nah, it's got a soil wall. Do we really want that smoothed off? Well, we've got to get the engravers working and get them levelling up. So I'm going to say DS smooth stone, and even though this soil isn't really smoothable, I'm just going to smooth the shit out of the entire corridor and let that let that get done. Because at the moment we haven't got any smoothing orders in, and you want to keep them busy. You want to get them levelling up as best we can. 2 metre tall, 140 kilograms of muscle's best friend would be hopelessly stuck. I fear if you're bulky or tall, better to rent a bigger place than buy a tiny one. Possibly. Depends what you can put up with, really, doesn't it? Or, you know, maybe you just have like a little one of those Japanese pod hotel type things. You just sleep in there and spend the rest of your days outdoors. I don't know. I'm a distinctly average person. I am literally the exact average height of a UK male. So, you know, 5'11", in case anyone was wondering. Where's the... They're not doing this, are they? Okay. I get you. I understand what the plan is, you guys. I understand. We've got to channel down to it, right? That's how it works. Got to do it at priority 1, though, haven't we? Silly scoundrel, he's a silly scoundrel, yeah. Silly scoundrel, dig that hole for your, well, yeah. Sorry, getting a little bit out of control there. Singing stupid tunes to the melody of the Danger Mouse theme. Ah, look at all that river drinking. That can't be healthy. Mind you, just diverting the river indoors is probably not going to be the most amazing health. Wait, we're going to need to put some floodgates in, I think. Because otherwise the pressure's going to be super high and the water's just going to shoot up into the fortress. Yes? Is that right? I think that's right, isn't it? I think that's correct. Could be wrong, but we'll find out, won't we? We'll find out. For now, I will put the floodgates in just in case, and if someone wants to tell me I'm wrong, feel free. Feel free. We've run out of grass on the pen pasture. I really would like to find a cavern, actually, but still haven't got the manpower or the dwarf power to actually do it. That's a problem. Oh dear, the Simon Swerwer appears to have stopped. Bear with me. Let's put it on loop. There we go. And we'll start again with my favourite. I'm wrong. Oh, Ferryman, please enlighten me. Tell me what I need to do to be correct. It doesn't need floodgates, you say? Okay. Ooh, actually, if I'm going to put the floodgates in anyway, because I'm paranoid. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to say, take that out, and then we just need a double floodgate. JMQ, FLOOD, what do we want them out of? You can make copper floodgates. Why not? We've got so much copper knocking around, it only makes sense, right? Let's do it. How many do I want? Let's order 4, twice as many as we need, just in case. Sorry? Huh? Okay, whatever. I'll ignore that and pretend it didn't happen. You asked me to say that you're wrong. Oh, okay. Well, only in the context of me actually being wrong. Let's put it that way. This is looking okay. They're digging this fairly fast. Thankfully, the miners are getting pretty good now. They're mincing through this stone like nobody's business. It's alright in a big long straight tunnel. They look like they're going a lot quicker, don't they? I'm worried about all the crap lying in this corridor, though. There's a goodly chance that we'll end up with loads of this stuff laying in here for ages. They're taking forever, aren't they? You know what we need? We need bloody wheelbarrows, don't we? And we need wheelbarrows for this stockpile particularly, and the stone stockpile. How many wheelbarrows has it got? None. Okay, W, maximum wheelbarrows. Let's call it 20. Sod it. Let's just go crazy. And then let's start ordering up some wheelbarrows. WHEEL. Are copper wheelbarrows any good? You know what? I'll order 5 of them, see how they fare, and then we'll get some wooden ones as well. Wheelbarrows, wooden wheelbarrows. Give me 10 of those bad boys. Thank you very much. Okay, all good. All good. Japanese and Chinese pod things are expensive too, though Japan is small and overcrowded, and Chinese ones are present exclusively in Hong Kong and Macau, not in China's People's Republic. I think that's what CPR is. Or it's that thing where you breathe into people's mouths and push their chests to stop them from dying. In reality, I'm too dumb to do anything in Dwarf Fortress, says Ferryman. Ah, come on now. Come on now. Only takes a little bit of practice. You'll be fine. I mean, Japan is half the size of the UK and 143 million need to fit in there, while the UK has a population of 67 million and is already kind of crowded. It's ish. I mean, the cities are fairly crowded, but aren't they always? That's just the nature of the city, right? Ah, look at those wheelbarrows they're using now. This should make our lovely tunnel a little bit quicker to clear, right? I should also make stone wheelbarrows available for the stone stockpile, so let's do that as well. Does this actually have wheelbarrows available? Maximum wheelbarrows 1. Okay, sure. Again, let's make it 20. There we go. I should probably also check that I'm not putting anything useful in here, shouldn't I? Don't want the wrong kinds of stone going in the wrong kind of stockpiles. Ah, okay, so we do not want chalk. Remind me of the... We don't want marble. We don't want... You know what? I'm just going to forbid economic stones. This is just for regular stones, okay? That should be good. Should be good, he says. Let's see how our stocks of steel have changed over the course of this stream so far. Steel bars, 25. Hasn't gone up at all. Not a good sign. What have we got going on in here? Forge menacing steel spike. Pop it in that weapon bin. That's the plan. And then melt an object. Now this stockpile should be on auto melter, right? It is. Nobody seems to be doing the steel spike job. Why? Is it because we've met stocks levels or what? Confused. UK will get empty enough soon after Brexit, don't worry. Yeah, all of our doctors and everyone else will fuck off. Ah well. Never mind. What can you do? Absolutely nothing. Makes me sad. Ukraine's actual population shrank from 52 million in 1991 to barely 29 million in 2020. Statistics say that 37 million includes those who permanently work and live abroad, even if they return for a bit periodically, which doesn't count. Well, I don't really know much about demographics outside of the UK. To be fair, I don't really know much about demographics inside the UK. That's a very good point, scoundrel. Looks like people are actually making the spikes now and melting them. I find it slightly annoying that the spike and the spiked ball have very similar tiles, in fact identical tiles. So you can't really tell if your balls or your spikes are being melted. Personally, I wouldn't want either. But hey, that's just the way things are. Let's go back down and see if that tunnel for the well's been dug. Alright, okay, yeah, we've got starving animals. Big whoop. What am I going to do about it? Nothing. We haven't got any fucking grass. Actually, do I need that one? Let's dig that out. There we go. And build those floodgates. B, what's a floodgate? X? Yeah. Pop that there. Bingo. And pop that there. Bingo. Lovely. Ideally, we're not going to have anyone get trapped down there, but we shall see. I'm going to build a trap component lever. That's a table. What are you doing? It's capital T. There we go. Lever. We're going to pop that in the corner here, and we're going to link that up to the floodgates. Fantastic. Looks like we're a little low on mechanisms. What's going on here? Is there anyone working in the mechanics workshop? Yeah. Task is active, so that's good. You can eliminate pressure by using a diagonal opening. That's a good point. I forgot about that. Yeah. Very good point. Right, we'll keep watching. Hopefully that lever will get put in quickly. Oh, God. Excuse me. Blimey, is one of those already in? Yikes. No, it's not in. It's just not flashing because there's nothing there underneath it. That's fine. Everybody calm down. Calm down, everybody. Just relax. Just relax. Okay. Back to the room here. This doesn't look like it's particularly busy. Menacing copper spikes aren't getting made. Spiked copper balls don't seem to be really oh no, they are being made. That's fine. Don't seem to be making much in the way of pig iron bars. Then again, I think that's because they're only making steel from raw materials when the stockpile reaches a low level. So having it being duped from things is actually stopping the regular creation. That's fine though, that's fine. Keep the iron and pig iron and stuff as a base stock just in case. That's good. Okay. So we set our cloth stockpiles up, that's good. How's it looking up here in the trade depot? Have they still got tons of shit knocking around? Hornblende blocks, are this all forbidden? No, it's not forbidden. Looks like we need a block stockpile. Okay, where am I going to bung that? I think it should probably be down in the industrial zone. And I'm going to make a block stockpile over here actually. Bar block. There we go. I'm going to make it fairly substantial. I'm going to put it over here and down there. That should be it. I'm going to go in and change it to only be blocks, so we don't have any metal bars going in there. No, forbidden. Forbidden. Okay, that can go there. No metal blocks. That's cool. Okay. That should start bringing some blocks up from the surface. What else have we got in here that needs to be moved? A yak horn figurine of a what now? Okay. Is that forbidden? It wasn't forbidden. It's fine. Let's have a little look at it though. There we go. This is a yak horn figurine of a Mothman. The item is an image of a Mothman in yak horn. It is encircled with bands of oval limonite cabochons. Hello, Warren.
Hello.
We've been invaded. I knew it would happen. But it's happened. Alright, calm down.
Well, I had like a big joy wave today.
A big joy wave?
Yeah, I mean like, well...
That's alright, yeah, just move the camera, don't ask. Shh, alright, don't spike the microphone. Calm down. Hello, JC. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us.
Hashtag I'm insane.
I'm playing Dwarf Fortress at the moment. Are you having fun downstairs with BB?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Just so you guys know, BB's our cousin.
She is, yeah. Well, your cousin, just not my cousin.
Yeah, and I got Half-Life Source for free, because all of the Half-Life series are free until the day Half-Life Alyx comes out.
He's very excited about Half-Life. You do love a bit of old Valve games, don't you? Did you come up to tell me something in particular?
No, I just wanted to see what you're doing.
No, I'm just streaming some Dwarf Fortress at the moment. Do you want to play something later on with me?
Yeah, what about some Black Mesa or Half-Life Source if you have it now?
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Right.
I remember the times when I was still begging Dad to get it for me, and now I can get it completely free.
Yeah. Alright, I told you it would go cheap, didn't I? Anyway, you go downstairs and
In
play
fact,
BB.
completely free.
Yeah. Right, have fun. Close the door behind you. Love you.
And I can mount it onto Gary's mod.
You can mount it into Gary's mod, that's right. Well, looks like I know what I'm doing this afternoon. So, where were we? JC's back, baby. Good. Welcome back. The first founder thingy. Oh, what's that? Let's have a little click on that. What is it? Subscribed for 17 months. Oh, blimey. One of the earliest subs. That's by the way, that's my son was, so just in case you're wondering, and I'll put the camera back where he moved it from. There we go. He's nuts for Half-Life, absolutely mad. I tried to get him to play Crysis the other day, but so far no interest. We'll see what happens. The Siege has come. Oh, thank God, you mean them. Not that. I think that's just... the badge is just because you're one of the first subs, if not the first sub to this channel. So I think that's what it is. I didn't get affiliate until about 17 months ago. It happened the day they introduced affiliation because I was already qualified. I'd already been streaming for years by the time they introduced it. So there you go. No, that's just something that Twitch has added, Rando. It's not something that I've I've made him or given. It's just an actual fact, a statistical fact. Fact me till I fart. Right, where were we? We were watching this unfold. Have they put in the floodgate yet? That's important. Down to the dining hall. Where's the dining hall? F2. Good. They put the lever in. Is this installed or are we waiting? Needs furniture hauling. Needs furniture hauling. We've got 17, 18, 19 idlers. If we don't have furniture hauling available, I'm a bit nervous. Because I haven't disabled it on anybody yet. Oh, here we go. There we go. They're moving those copper floodgates in. Not a problem. Stop panicking. Everybody calm down. Relax. Good. Okay. Back up to the surface. What are we moving now? We want to move bismuth bronze buckler, bronze shield, pecan wood chests. You know what? A lot of this armour can just be melted down. We do not need it at the moment. So I'm going to go to the stock screen. I'm going to go stocks here. I'm going to press E for enhance. Oh no, am I? Am I? Actually, let's just go down to armour. And then... No, I am going to go there. Oh shit. Stocks. E for enhanced. And then we want to search for copper. Bars, battle axes, bolts. Yeah, melt those. D forbid. Melt. Chain, I want to keep those. Floodgates, I want to keep. Nuggets, I'm presuming they're already in stock. Picks, keep picks. Toy boats, melt that bastard. Wheelbarrows, yeah, they're experimental, we'll keep those. Copper axe blade, melt. Menacing copper spikes, we do not want to melt them. We want to use those in trade and traps. And spiked copper balls, we want to keep those. Okay, this is maybe not the best method for finding stuff I want to melt down, is it? Maybe we should look at... Can we filter this by types? What does tab do? Tab to enable search. Search. Okay, zoom, enhance view, melt, forbid, dump, hide. Okay, let's go to enhanced view again. What can I do here? Basically, you can only search, can't you? Tab, toggle grouping. Okay, it was grouped. Min quality, max quality, Shift Z zoom, Shift F forbid, melt, Shift A apply to selected. Ah, here we go, filters. Well, let's check all the forbidden stuff first. What are we? No. There we go. What's forbidden? Okay, not like that. How do I... Control key to filter. There we go. Control F to filter forbidden. Oh, no, I want the forbidden. Oh, for Christ's sake. Right, get rid of the stuff in jobs. Get rid of the owned stuff. There we go. Get rid of the dump order stuff. Get rid of the cage stuff. Get rid of the rotten stuff. Get rid of the on fire stuff, which there should not be anything of. Get rid of the in inventory stuff. Get rid of the trade stuff. Oh my god. It looks like basically get rid of the stuff that's already ordered for melting. Get rid of the stuff with no flags. There we go. This is what we want to do. Shift F, Shift F, Shift F, Shift F. Lovely. Next, we need to come out of that and get the no flag ones up. Get rid of the forbidden stuff. And then we need to go and type in bolt. There we go. So we can melt these bastards because we don't need them. What else do I need to do? Not bolt. Weapon. Can I type in weapon? Will that work? Weapon bin, weapon rack. No. Let's look for all of our steel bits. Let's see what we've got. Menacing steel spikes. They all need melting. They should be in a melting thing, so that's cool. Shift M to melt. Doesn't want to do that. Why not? Oh. No. Steel anvils, steel bars, steel sesh. Got to be a weapon, right? Musical instrument, right? Steel short sword could be useful. And a steel toy boat. Let's get rid of that. Alright, I'm just being confused by this screen. Let's ignore it. Hey, there's the strategy. Come on, scoundrel. Learning all the time. If it worries you or confuses you, just ignore it. Just ignore it. That's the best thing to do, right? That's the only sensible way to behave. Have we still not got this bloody... Oh, a woodworker has been possessed. Okay, well, let's follow their antics until they're done. Then we'll probably have the copper floodgates installed, maybe. We'll see. Right, we're following and resuming. Presumably they're going to go to the carpenter's workshop or a craftsdwarf workshop, but maybe I shouldn't presume. Of course I shouldn't presume. Why would they do that? Why wouldn't they just run to the meeting hall and stay there? Fucking idiots. So, possessed by unknown forces. What could they possibly need? What can I do? I mean, if we don't have the workshop... Pause it. We'll go down to the workshop area. I'm going to say build workshop, and then we should see which ones we don't have. We've got a leatherworks. We don't have a quern or a millstone, but I don't think you can get those mooded. Don't have a bower's workshop. We don't have a metalsmith's forge, but we do have magma forges, which do the same thing. Craftsdwarf, we've got siege we don't have. It can't be siege, right? Can it be a siege workshop? Scoundrel sells spiked balls down by the seashore. That is more accurate. I don't really sell seashells, but spiked balls definitely on the trading block. What are we doing then? I mean, what could they possibly need? I mean, it could only be the siege workshop, right? Let's build one just to be sure. As ever, we'll bung it in here. Just because that's where there's space. We'll make it out of whatever's close. Fingers crossed that will actually result in something that we want. I could use... Oh, they're moving. No, they're just moving very slowly. I could... You reckon it's a boa? You reckon it's a boa, virtual spaceman? Okay, we may as well put that down. It's not like it's any skin off my nose to have one of those workshops in place. And we'll put it over here with the wood burner and the carpenter. So build, workshop. What's a boa? It's K. Of course it is. That's a clothier's workshop. It's actually B, which makes sense. One of the few hotkeys in Dwarf Fortress to actually be the first letter of the thing it's supposed to be. Right. Let's get that built. And once that's done, we should end up seeing this little lad with his purple exclamation mark running down there and making something. Presumably a bow. It would be really annoying. Hey, oh look, he's off. It would be really annoying if he ended up building something like just a bolt. That would be disappointing. Good call. It was a bower's workshop. Now let's follow him again. Make sure we don't miss any of his antics. Got a bit of wood. Nice. Got a bit more wood. Okay, what else are we getting? More wood. Cool. Anything else? Something to embellish it with, perhaps? Oh, here we go. Uncut gems. Very nice. Okay. Oh, anything else? What else are we going for? Something more exciting than gems? Oh, leather. He's going for leather. Take that back to the workshop. More. Okay. Exciting. Copper bars. Okay, I can live with that. Where are you going now? Where are you off to now? Cloth or leather? No. Stone blocks. Looks like it could be obsidian. Interesting. And still more. Okay, what the hell are you making? I'm guessing with the obsidian block. Oh, cut gems. Okay. I'm guessing it's going to be a bow. I mean, go away. As if I care. Okay. More. Okay, this could be a fairly valuable item. I was a little bit skeptical at first, but with two different types of cut gems, uncut gems, blocks, wood and copper, I'm thinking it's going to be fairly... Hello. Of course, he has to go and pick a heavy piece of stone from far away, because why would you get the close stuff? That wouldn't make any sense, would it? There we go. Come on. Do we have time to keep watching him? I think we have to, really. We don't want him going mad. Much as I want to go and check on those floodgates. If we leave it... Oh, has he done it? He's done it. He's begun his mysterious construction. Fantastic. Now we can check on those floodgates. If we go here, down, they're both in place. Fantastic. And nobody has trapped themselves. Incredible. In that case, let's go back to the dining hall. Go to this lever here. There we go. Add task. Link up floodgate, which is F, of course. Copper floodgate. Oh, fuck off. We need more mechanisms in that case. So we go down here. Look at this. Why are they not building mechanisms? Is it because the stockpile is full or something? What's the deal here? What's the deal? Okay. Make a stockpile for mechanisms, which of course are a type of furniture. Do I need to bung it up the top here? Not really, but I'm gonna. There we go. Quickly go in there and change the settings. Furniture, siege ammo, forbid all. Let's go and find mechanisms. Mechanisms. I don't see them. It's because I went past them, that's why. There we go. So now there's somewhere to actually put the things. And if we go to the mechanics workshop, there's somebody in there. Have they just put a bed in there? Ah, traction benches. Okay, so now we go down to the hospital, which is up from here. Yes, it is. We can build. Is it capital T for a traction bench? It's not. That's traps. What's a traction bench? It's traction bench is capital R. There we go. And we'll put a few of these in. How about one? Okay, we've got a few of them actually. Traction bench 2, traction bench 3, 4. Let's put one down here as well. There we go, it's the last traction bench. Okay, this hospital's starting to look pretty good. Let's check its stocks. Oh, hello. Monom Madtubzazir, the woodworker, has created Shedzata, a sleek apricot wood crossbow. She claims it as a family heirloom. Fine, all they're going to do is bash people over the head with it, so I'm not that bothered about getting it in our military. Let's take a quick peek at it. Shedzata, the Order of Clouts, a sleek apricot wood crossbow, worth 70 grand. Holy shit. Let's check out that description. This is a sleek apricot wood crossbow. All's craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of ginkgo wood and oval slate cabochons. This object is adorned with hanging rings of copper and menaces with spikes of apricot wood, persimmon wood, pipe opal, and diorite. On the item is an image of Raol Romance Skunks, the elf, and a ghost of flame. In crystal opal, the ghost of flame is striking down Raoli Romance Skunks, yes. The artwork relates to the killing of the elf Raoli Romance Skunks by a ghost of flame in the Forest of Clubs in the early spring of 70 during Ugo Tustrog, the dangerous battle. On the item is an image of a beetle in skunk leather. On the item is an image of phrase confusers, the rivers of vegetatum, the diorite scepter in brown zircon. Very exciting. Very nice. It's not the item that I would have made, but it's certainly a weapon, which is good. Let's unpause. Clear any loose stone that might wash into your floodgates. No, this is not my first mooded bow. We've had a number of mooded crossbows, actually. They just haven't come from a bower's workshop. They've come from other areas, which is weird. Why have we got statues? When did I make an order for statues? Oh, it's an armour stand. Calm down, scoundrel. Why is that not getting moved into the workshop? That's what I want to know. Interesting. Okay, before we do anything then, let's get this floodgate cleared. Actually, let's get them linked up first. So click there. Hello.
Can I please have some warm clothes on?
Warm clothes?
Yes.
Are you not having your pyjama day anymore?
Yes.
Shall I go and get you some warm... You need to say hello.
Hello.
This is my other child, Amy. She's invading now. I'm playing Dwarf Fortress. Can you see all my little dwarves?
Yes. I can see them moving.
So shall I go and grab you some nice warm clothes then?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well I need to go to the loo anyway, lads, so if you bear with me, I'm going to pause the stream for a sec, and I'll be back in just a moment once I've dealt with this. How long have I been going for? I've been going for an hour and a quarter. I can easily stop the recording. Those of you watching on YouTube, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!